everybody, welcome back for part 2. Sorry for the delay. We had to get the plaster ready, and AJ and I finished are finishing a project where we build a model, a kind of a scene, a little diorama scene, I guess, that we got a little kit. It's a Christmas tree and some presents and stuff like that. We've been painting on that. And now we move back over to this, and I have this tub of unusual looking stuff, and that is my tinted Scultp-a-Mold. I had a lot more of my dark brown paint, so I used that. I kind of wish I wouldn't have, but it's going to be covered anyway. So let's see what we got here. Uh-oh. Hey there, Kyle. Welcome back. How you doing? I'm getting ready to lay some plaster down. And I have the well, that hit my plaster, but anyway, we can kind of spin around now, get a little different view if we need to. And got hey there, Lee, how's it going? Good to see you, man. I'm trying to figure out the best way to do this. I wonder if I should work inside out or outside in with plaster. Y'all know? If you're working with plaster, should you work from the inside out on a diorama or the outside in? Huh. Well, if AJ does come in and help, I'm gonna have her in here doing this stuff. I guess I'm not wanting to start over here is what I'm not wanting to do. And probably should do that latter so it can be left alone to dry. I'm thinking middle. If y'all think something different, I'd like to know what you think. Figuratively and literally, huh? Alright. Alright, let's get started. Yeah, we'll work from the middle out. Unless y'all think something different would be better. We'll be getting some Oop, I gotta stay off this road, I forgot. And it's gonna be a little wider than that, I forgot about that too. Alrighty. So let's do this.
Can I do my hands?
If you really want to, but I want you to.
I'm sorry.
I want you to. Yeah, it'll move. So I want you to make sure that you stay. Well, you could get into this, but don't get on the black.
Right.
See, these are going to be roads, so you're just going to do this little area, right? You could do under here, do here, but we don't want it falling off, and we want it flat. See, I got another one. I'm going to actually get a spoon even.
Can I
got
do the
water
spoon?
over here. Huh?
Can I do the spoon?
If you want. Hold on, let me get you.
Okay.
And we might need to get you your own cup of water, because if you keep it wet, it doesn't stick. If it starts sticking to your spoon, because you need to flatten that out. Alright. Now I can give you another cup, and we can set it right there for you to dip your spoon in. Why don't we do that?
No.
No?
I said oh no. The black is sticking all over the place.
Alright, well, let's get you a look here, when it starts to stick to your spoon, dig your spoon down in there.
Okay.
Dip it down in there. This is Kyle and Lee are in here watching right now.
Can you hear me?
Uh-huh. Oh yeah.
I'm coughing.
That's okay. You don't feel good, that's alright. Now,
I don't want to do this anymore. Can I decorate the Christmas tree?
yes, you can. And I'll come help when I get done.
Alrighty.
I lost my helper already. She doesn't feel good. And now this will be way up here. Kind of thought about putting some 3D printed pieces in between the pillars to take up some space. But I don't know if I want to. It'd take all night to print a bunch of those at least. And but this in here would be flat. And we need to remember that. And all I did was they have at Hobby Lobby they have a paper mache pulp. And I got some of that. And I mixed it with plaster, and I just eyeballed it. About a cup of plaster to 4 or 5 big handfuls of the pulp is about the best way I can do it. And then I mix it up pretty good. And then I add in the paint. Jeez. But we're getting ready. I've got plenty of plaster, and but I do want to make sure that I can get the ground covered. We got plenty in here. And I almost feel like I need to lay that road down just so I can even and work around it so I know exactly where it needs to go, and I might do that. It's not going to be hard. I just need to go get the caulk. I got too much in here. This will stay moist for a while. I kept it pretty wet. The only problem with that is it takes days to dry when it's like this, but you can work with it forever too, which was my point. And it stays, as long as it stays moist, it's pretty easy to work with. It's not too sticky. I would say if there's a downside to using this method, is just it does take a long time to dry. But I have all those other Z-scale, the Z-scale shelf stuff to work on too when I get done with this. Hey John, how's it going? I think I'm gonna break down and go ahead and put the road in, or even the roads.
We put this under the tree. This is where they put that. This is where we put the presents.
Oh, that's awesome.
So then I'll just glue this to the red thing.
Yeah.
And the Christmas tree to this.
That'd be fine. Is there a hole in that?
Yeah.
Okay, we don't need the hole, but that's okay. No, that's alright. Good to see you, John. I'm gonna go ahead and I'll spread this that I got out. I was going for the look of dirt. I got a little darker than dirt, but that's okay. Yep, I'm gonna go ahead and go get the. We're gonna go ahead and put the roads in and work around it because it's too hard to know. See, I'm able to put this right up against it, which is what we want to do, and I don't know what right up against the rest of the stuff that where it's not there, so I need to do it. And this is moist enough that it should be fine. And that's why I keep messing with it. So let's go ahead and do this. Kind of wish I'd have done that earlier. Well, I do. John, do you think if I had like Christmas music playing lightly in the background using OBS, an audio track that I render in DaVinci, do you think that would mess with the stream quality and stuff since we're struggling with that already? I hate to. Didn't we say? Yeah, we did. I did say we might pull this all the way through there and go into a tunnel situation. Right here that actually ends up going into nowhere, but I'm not 100 on that, so we'll leave it like that for now. Uh-oh. There they are. I think I would. Oh, short. Uh-oh, maybe not. Pretty close.
How do I build these?
Let me see. I bet you fold them up. Look, you're gonna unfold here. Look, unfold. These, we got these little scale models boxes. Oh, it looks kind of like, okay, there, I got it unstuck. Look, now you're gonna make it into a box by folding it in. Here, here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, making boxes that way. Alright, let's see. And from what my reading taught me, I wouldn't really put lines in here 1950s. And if I did, it'd be one white striped one, but I don't think I'm going to put a line in it at all. The Woodland Scenics was nice to put a stripe in the middle for me already. So I'm going to do singles here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see here. Tykes and OBS more, okay. Well, I just thought it'd be nice, but it's not necessary. Uh-oh. That's ugly. I'll be putting one of those here. One of those here. Not quite long enough. There we go. Uh-oh. Here and here. Needs to be cut. Needs to be cut. Guess I can cut them after the fact too. Well, no, I don't. Yeah, maybe I do want to do that. Alright. I do need one more. Well, I need more than one more. Alright. Needs to go there. Alright. Let's cut them. Uh-oh, I do have another one to do. Doggone it. Hey Brad, how's it going, man? Good to see you. Appreciate you joining us. Alright, I'll have to see that one at the end. Alright, here we go. Uh-oh. Boy, I didn't mean to do that. Nope, don't want to do that. Alright, there we go. Back on track. Uh-oh, just did it again. Need to slow down, don't I? Let's do this pain in the butt one first. Alright. I wish I would have done that on a couple of those that I already put in there, doggone it. If I flip it the right way, you don't see the... I don't know if I can do that on that one. Can on this one. Alright. Now, there's the tool I was using before. Hopefully it's still cooperative.
Looks good.
Uh-oh, hold on, I forgot something. I forgot one. Thank you. Now, this right here will be flat, reasonably. This will be flat. But as we get anywhere near the pillars, the elevation's going to change pretty good. Yeah, these aren't getting nasty. I wish I would have realized these wouldn't get too bad and have done that before, but it wasn't hard. Really is easy to work, as you can probably see. And it might take a month to dry. Usually 2 or 3 days. It does take a couple days. Uh-oh, I got it thin here. Alright. Oh, Avery. 1 o'clock. The girls. No. 1. Her friends will be returning to the neighborhood to play. I rigged it up where I can spin it. I like a whole layout I can spin around and put on this table. I say that now, I haven't messed with the train yet. This will be, there's going to be a ton of plaster in here eventually. I'm going to cover everything first before I get into elevation. I don't know if I'll be able to retint this if I have extra to gray, so I could be just using this. Because I might have too much. Eyes were bigger than my model. I'm doing a lot of crafts today. I guess it's a great day for that. Just my back is noticing it. I do have another view I can show you. Oh, wait. Hey there, Mark. How's it going? Thank you for joining us. Merry Christmas to you almost. Uh-oh. Sure wish these were dry. Egg on me. Well, I could cover that. Being up on that lip up with the plaster. Alright. So with this darker brown, I don't know if this will retint to gray. I could try it, take it back out, mix it a little more. Looks like it's got enough moisture to do so. I added a little extra water than normal because I didn't want it to dry up during the stream. And I don't think we have any worries for that to happen. But it's really, it's much easier to work with wet like this. Well, if her cough doesn't get any better, she's not going to be able to play at all. I sure hope it does. Hey, Avery. You need to get some water and lay down. The way you sound right now, it's going to be hard to let you play with anybody. You need to get better. You need to get some water and lay down. Alright. That cough doesn't sound good. She doesn't have a fever at all, though. I'm just going to get all around the road bed. And then we'll come in and tackle the elevation. If you're just joining us or watching on replay or something, this is Z-scale, and it is going to have an over-under, or so folded 8 with a crossover, or not a crossover, an over-under. That was the highly skilled Quite expensive, I might note, but highly worth it. Schuylkill River Valley Designs. I sent off all my information to them and my big deposit check. And that guy John over there went to work on it. He's like a mathematical guy or something, and he figured it out. So these pillars here are set to the exact height they need to be for us to have enough real estate to get around and up and over and then back down and under itself, all within this 29.5 by 16.5 piece. My turn radius, or turn radius are 8 and 7, I think. Pretty close to that. And I hope I don't have to run some shorty loco, but just normal ones. I don't need to run a big boy or a long one or anything. I just don't want to have to run those little shorties. Those little Z-scale shorties don't look good at all. And if you are joining us for the first time today, you may not be aware that it is the 7th birthday of the Iron Horse Model Railroad YouTube channel. We are 7 today. But as long as your pocket is heavy, I'm sure you can have your model railroad designed by a mathematical guy too, over there at Schuylkill River Designs. I won't even charge you anything for the referral. I'll let you have it free. You could tell John though that I sent you, so he would know to give me a discount next time maybe. Alright. So here's what we have to make sure of. When we get into these areas, we're going to have to make sure that our elevation is right. We'll be, and I don't really want to necessarily, I'm not sure that I wanted to get exactly that far in this episode. Maybe, but the thing is, I'm going to have to make sure that's right before it dries. So that's kind of a little bit of a commitment to get into that area where we start doing the raised track. I usually just use a piece of hardboard, but it would be so small and difficult to match the cut that I decided to try it this way. We got dirt on the ground. John, your cabin's gonna go on either this side or this side. No, this side or this side. Probably right up here. I just have to keep it under 8 inches. Well, not under 8. Probably 6, because I need a couple underneath for wiring. Or at least one underneath there. So I'm limited, I think, to about 8.5 total inches, so about 7 inches maybe. I could go up off this deck, which is real high. I probably won't get near that, now that I think about it. Different scale. But I want to put what I didn't say is, I want to put your house up on a hill over there. So. John has a cabin that Avery designed for him a very long time ago. That's on our layout a couple of times. And then Digger, who was in here with us earlier, he's got a cabin. Dave, Mark, folks that have been around for YouTube for more than 5 years, usually, because that's back when I started doing. I think it's been 5 years. No, it hasn't been 5 years since we made Uncle John's cabin, but it's probably been 3, 4. All right. Whew. All right. I think it would be. It's going to look down on it. It's a nice looking model, particularly in Z scale, especially if I get the deck railings looking nice, which is probably the hardest part. Alright, let's go ahead and cover. So what I'll be doing, I've got a piece of filament of raft from the filament that I'll be using over here against the edge when I gotta get up high. I've got a piece of filament that I'm going to use. A piece of raft that I'm going to use up against the because I'm going to have some pretty big varying, like this has to be right here, but then this has to be up here, so there'll be a wall right here going up. And I'm actually looking forward to sculpting those parts and setting it and all, but it may be a later episode this afternoon or something. We'll have to see. See, I gotta be careful. Can't get up too high. I even need to watch right here. Track's coming right through there. Right as it comes down. Uh-oh. I've got a dish mat for by your sink. Where you do dishes right there by your sink. I got that dish mat right here under me. But like on these corners, let's see, is this the, no, this is the low corner over here. I do want to keep it flat though, in these corners. So they can be useful. Uh-oh. Alright, where is my... That's not exactly the one I wanted to use. This is what I wanted to use. And that should give me a flat place to put a model on that corner. In 2 weeks when it dries. I wet it a little bit too much again. But if you don't wet it, it'll stick. So I'd rather it be too wet than sticky. Oh, I might have had that back. Shocker, huh? Go. You gonna be around the house most of the day tomorrow, John? I don't know if you're still there. Thank you. You probably would have said you was leaving. But yeah, look, what's your if you gonna be around the house tomorrow, let me know. AJ will go do Christmas with her mama after lunch on Thursday, so I'm sure I'll be looking for some trouble to get into. Because Miss Alice won't be back in town yet either, so I'll be hanging solo Thursday afternoon and evening. Now, between now and then, okay. Alright, well, when you're around the house, be sure and reach out, because I'll be around here. It would be, maybe depending upon what time you get home for dinner. If I'm still awake, you know me. We get up real early around here. Alright, this side right here is going to be raised, and I think I'm going to put the Wild Bill's River Rafting Outpost up here on this side, and then this side's where your cabin will be. I would like to figure out how to integrate some water, which I should be able to do. It's not going to be much, but in this corner up here where we're going to have the River Rafting Outpost, I'd like to have some water running through the corner. You know, have the outpost maybe here-ish, and then maybe have a little stream, or because it's on pylons, we could even have a stream running through it somewhat, under it somewhat. There's not much room. Alright, hold on a sec.
It might be the girls.
We'll go. Hey girl, chew me right out. You can't yet, but you can in a little bit. Okay, in a minute. She can dress and go outside. While I'm streaming, I don't want y'all to get running around. You need to put shoes on. But I want you to stay close and yeah, come let me know though, and
Can I just ask Miss Kara to text you?
that'd be
That's what
fine
I always
too.
do.
That'd be fine too. And y'all can come back over here and hang out and come in, but I need to get done with this first. Alright, I'm coming. What now? Not yet. My bad, y'all. Sorry about that. I apologize. Avery's friends are home, which is she's very happy about. I'm kind of happy about, but I do like playing with her too. So, and I'm chopped liver right now, and that's okay. She's got some friends that are sisters that are a little younger than her, and they're good girls, and they play and have fun, and they're not, I think, as far as the kids, there's adults where they're playing, and they just go between here and 2 houses down in a double cul-de-sac, so it's pretty safe. And I can see her through this window if she's not at the other house. Which means she's in the street playing, but I wouldn't let her get her riding toys yet because I was in the middle of doing this. And I like to be able to keep an eye out when she's got her little electric motorcycle out. Alright. Okay. So I am happy to have that part done for sure. Let's see. Let's check on our status. When did we start? Alright, there. Here. Up. Up. Time did we start? 12? Was it right at 12? A little bit before 12, right? Alright. Alright, John, if you're here, any ideas on how to ensure, I mean, I guess I could just do this. Well, that's too flexible. But if I had a piece that was not flexible and straight and flat, right, I could just do this to ensure oh, okay, that's cool. Uh-oh, I put one of these on backwards. Doggone it. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Alright. I was thinking right. So, I might just print, I just need something, I guess, flat to ensure that it's between here and here is level and flat. That's what I need to be able to ensure. I can probably eyeball that pretty good, but I don't know. I would like to attack this bear over here real quick and see how it's gonna work. Alright. Or if it will at all. Alright. So we would do like this. Like this. I mean, I can do that. I just don't know if it'd work. I can get it straighter, flatter. Now then I'll have the road bed on top of that. I don't know if that'll work or not. I think my stuff's finally starting to dry a little. So if you're absolutely sure that ain't gonna work, please tell me so I can rethink it. Alright, I'd like to hear that. Whether you mean it or not. Just picking. But also, once it dries, if there are any little places, bumps or humps, should be able to fill them in. Got my kiddo. Now, I don't know if I have enough plaster to do this, but I guess I could. Well, I need to do this side back here at least. Alright, let's do this here. Here. I hear a weird engine. Uh-oh. I didn't want to see that. probably a much easier way to do this. But in Z-scale, I don't know. I don't know how people raise Z-scale tracks normally, or if they're foolish enough to try. Oh, I should have told. Shoot, I forgot to tell her. I need to give me just a sec, ladies and gentlemen. Retaining wall on the inside. I'm not sure what you're asking. Oh, you mean in here? No, there wouldn't be at this juncture. Both yesterday and today. Alright. So, John, what you're saying is there's no space right here to put like a 3D printed retaining wall or something? I had to think about that. But you couldn't paint one. Nah, guess you couldn't paint one. Not a good one, at least, or I couldn't. Hey, Brian. No, this is not for all trains. That would be cool, though. No. Trains are only here and then around the outside. All the inside is roads. I guess I probably could have left room in there too, couldn't I? For a nice little 3D printed wall. Wouldn't have to be thick at all. It probably would look cool. So. Alright. Now we got more room for a retaining wall, John. Appreciate you looking out. It's a good idea too. That way I don't have to carve rocks and stuff, which thank you. I agree. It's not a bad idea to take a cut like that at the end. I'll never remember to do it again, but all right. Because I do have, because this is a N scale roadbed, John. So I will, if I, as long as I run the track towards the outside of this roadbed, I'm gonna have a quarter of an inch or better into the roadbed too, that I'll have some space. Alright, there and here. Mm-mm. Gracie hair. Alright. Gonna need some track on here for long. Ooh, there's some expensive stuff that needs to be bought. I don't know. I don't mess with that. Be time to move away from this project again for a minute, cause it. Oh yeah. All right. Oh no, you big dummy. Alright. I am going to need to make sure this is good and flat. So I don't have any derailment. Maybe small, maybe 1 millimeter thick even, insert set in there. Really could use a whole lot of stuff. Alright. So yeah, see the train comes down through here and around through here. Oh, that does actually look okay. Hmm. There. Alright. Mm. I hope this way works alright, because I like doing it this way. I like doing this better than cutting those dang boards the right shape to match and trying to match them. Just, I guess I could be much more meticulous with my measurements, and then it would be much easier. Then I could just cover that board a little bit, but that's all I would end up doing. I'm real close to having had enough product. Yep, I mean real close. probably rob from Peter and Paul, almost make it, but I'm not going to do that. I've got another batch ready to roll, but I'm going to have to take some of it back out because I don't need all of it. Like this corner right here, I'm going to have it probably match up with the track. And then have have a cabin in here on top. I think this is where John's cabin's going to be, right here. I'll get the rest of this out. And I wish I had like a 5-minute intermission thing because I need to go. I'm going to have to go. I don't really want to take the stream down. I guess I could pin a comment and just say I'll be back in 5. But I gotta go get more product. And I really not wanting to. Pretty close to stopping now. Seems a little silly. Let's see. Maybe here and here. I don't know if y'all can see it. That's probably good. Maybe a better view than y'all have seen so far. There. Over here doesn't matter so much, I don't guess. Here's the important side. And I assume I need to continue with the brown and not switch to gray now since I've already done all that in brown. Thank you, Kyle. I appreciate it. And Kyle, if you're able to stick around for 5 minutes and intend to, John, anybody who's watching, if anybody does pop in and say what the heck's going on, I guess I would appreciate y'all letting them know that I shall be right back. But I am going to pin a comment that says getting more, mixing more plaster, be right back. Now I can't fit the keyboard in. Thank you, Brian. Appreciate you. I don't think we're gonna I don't think that I'm gonna have a major rush. But I'd hate to miss somebody that we could end up liking to hang out with or something. Every once in a while, somebody new pops in. You know, one day you popped in, Brian. I want to say it was this time last... No, yeah, it was this time last year. Exactly this time last year. Because you were brand new to hanging out with us when the snow came. And we're a few weeks away from hitting that a year of that. So, yeah. Be right back, guys. Give me a moment. Almost done mixing now. Be right back, y'all. Alright, I'm back. I had it poured up already. I just didn't mix it so it wouldn't start drying, obviously. So got another batch, pretty much just like the other one. Looks pretty close. And what was one thing I wanted to do? Where is that thing I used? Alright, this. That one feels a little low. Alright. Hey there, Bob. How you doing? You ready to get something to eat? That's what you thinking? It's a snackety snack time, huh? Huh. Don't eat the big blue mint, Bob. I figure I'll come back over and do some more of the real fun stuff. I like to do the hardest part, the part I don't want to do most first. Get it over with. Alright, we're about to get to sculpting here. A little more. Alright, there we go. Let's get some water on here. Keep this thing good and wet. And we'll 3D print us a bridge. I don't know what it'll say or what it'll look like. Might need to put something. I would assume that most of y'all have never been able to put your whole layout on one workbench. I don't recommend it be your only one, but I do recommend, well, I say it's kind of early for me to be recommending anything, I guess. I guess we're probably in that same retaining wall situation on both of these. Let's see here. 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 Huh. I didn't think about that. The road coming through right there. I can't just block right through. Like, what? That's the road, Brian. Anyway, Bob, thank you for joining us today. Merry Christmas to you. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing good today. Hope I didn't run you off already since I didn't say anything besides don't eat the big blue. Thank you. Hey, Bob. You the man. I like people that think smart like you. Bob, I often had a theory, okay? I feel like, and I don't know if it would work or not. I think John said it wouldn't. But, I think if like 5 or 10 of us got together, and as soon as somebody uploaded a video, you watch the whole thing in its entirety twice. You leave a comment, you pause it a couple times in the middle, engage with it's what I'm suggesting. Then you share it with the next person who does that, who shares it with the next person who does that, and so on. And you're telling YouTube straight off jump how awesome your video is. And it should be promoted to more and other people. John doesn't think there's any way to trick them at all, and he's probably right. So I guess what I'm saying is, John suggested the exercise would be futile. I think that's what he said. Yeah, it could have been another idea he said that about too. I forget. I'm not necessarily good at weathering with an airbrush, though. I don't have a lot of experience in that. Now, if I knew what I was trying to get after, I probably could, but I am accustomed to doing it with brushes and pastels. And to weather the turntable. Is that thing working all right for you? I don't know if that one's better or... No, which is better? Whew. I'll be glad to put this down for a couple days, but be anxious to come back and... Clintonville, take it easy, man. Appreciate you. Have Merry Christmas if I don't see you. I got a video I could edit, but I don't really want to. So much easier just to go live. Ugh. No time to get tired. And we're there, dude. But looks kind of cool. You think I should leave it all like retaining wall, or should I have where I don't have track, like where track's on the outside? Should I have this kind of come in smooth some? You know what I'm saying? Or should I leave it retaining wall and for scenery, like it's been carved out almost? It is going to be time in a moment for us to figure out what goes where in my models. I think Ulri's will fit in here, or here maybe. And I'd like to get Ulri's in there. I don't know if Ulri's would fit here. Ulri's might fit in here. And it might fit in there, but I'm pretty sure it'll fit in here. I know it'll fit in there, but that's not really where I want it. So I'm thinking like this side over here being more like residential and stuff. Then to put in some businesses, and there's my kiddo. Let me see how she's doing. Hey girl, you can come in, the door's open. Yeah, I'll help. So anyway, it'd be nice to have Ulri's all the way over here. It's a warehouse though. I guess it could be in here reasonably. We need to check the footprints, which is something I'll be doing next. Kind of figure out where everything's going to go. I'm going to try to put as many of my models as I can on here. Alright, forgive me, I'll be right back. I'm going to help Avery get something. Alright, sorry about that. Had to get the riding toys out. Very important for Christmas Eve fun. Alright. Alright. You almost made it back down, y'all. Alright. Alright. Here. There, I'm happier with that. This is kind of what I want to be able to walk away and take a breather and come back and really look. Although, and this could be settling a little too. It looks like some of this that I did way earlier is a little lower than I want it to be. It makes sense that it would settle because I don't have anything holding it up. we'll come fill in after it's had a little time to do that. Come back with another layer on the very top. Some of it's staying really nice. The ones that are not having to be so tough, obviously. Alright, so we come through here and we're coming all the way back down. We hit the ground here. Let's see. I guess that would be the best view right there. So I can't. And this would be the very front of the layout. I'm hoping I can fit a controller right here. If that little RO2, I got to get the footprint for it, but I think it might fit right in there. That's what I'm hoping. If it doesn't, I'll live, but the Rokuhan RC02 has battery power capability. Do you have an idea for LEDs on this guy? Other than running, what did he say? Yeah, only running, where's needed next to the truck. It's gonna have a good bit of LEDs. Now, it might be that we can't run the LEDs on battery power. You couldn't do that with a 9-volt, could you? Could you have a toggle on a 9-volt and run 12, 15 LEDs? And could you set that up where you could plug it in? Would be the best question I've had. Yeah, I'd like to have the option to run the LED, but I'd also like to have the 9-volt, but I'd also like to have the option to plug it in the wall, and so I might not be able to have both, and that's fine if I can't. Just trying to figure this out. Still, that would be a nice feature. Mm-mm. Uh-oh. Since I'm wanting to put that. I think that controller's like 2x3. I just don't know. Maybe it might be a little bigger than that. I could be wrong. But I'm only gonna have about 2x3. I don't have quite as much space as I was hoping to. I think I could build these for a living. Somebody pay me to do it. If you would like a Z-scale self-contained layout for your home, office, RV, camper, deer camp, what have you, please feel free to hit me up. We can talk about it. You might want to let me finish this first one though, so I learn what not to do. But what I promise though is if you go ahead and order now, I'll put you in first to do it next, and I'll wait till I'm done with this one to start yours, so I learned all what not to do before I start yours. Cool. On the battery plug-in option thing. Just definitely need to be able to do the plug-in for us, you know, if it stays in place, but it would be really cool to have the other. So if I had to pick one, I'd pick the plug-in probably. Unless the 9 volts would last a good, you know, while. But it would need to last a good while, because, I mean, nobody wants to keep buying 9 volt. We already have to for too much other stuff. Alright. Look here. I kind of got the ramp made. That's a big weight off my. I mean, it wasn't a weight on my shoulders. It was just, it's been on my mind. It was a good good puzzle, but it's been on my mind. Um, that would be cool. So I do believe rather than adding more on the top of these, I kind of think I should let it dry some and then come in with another layer on the top to ensure that it's perfectly level or as close as I can get it. See, these over here, they're staying fine. It's these got these tall skinny ones right here. When I look, they're just not as level as I remember them being at all. Yeah, I didn't do that roughly. Can already tell you. And I don't. I would like to just put in some more, fill in more, but I'm scared if I fill in more, it's just gonna fall back out. I guess I can't put tape on these, can I? Could do parchment paper, I suppose, but I don't know how I'd secure it. I mean, it really came out and looks good. It's just going to need a second coat. All right, so let's look at that. Um, John's house would be over here, and then this comes back down. So this is going to come up in here. Now this is your ground. This is where your crib gonna be. Up here. Alright. Let's see. Alright. Got a nice place right there. And so John, earlier you said only have retaining walls where the track is. So back on that, here, well, no, there would be track here, 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 here. Here, there's track. This is a road, so no different. Alright, so like there would be on the interior in here. All this side through here doesn't have track in here. Here. So from here over doesn't have track. You said only have retaining walls where there's tracks or road, I assume is what you meant, because there's a street here, so we would have one there. But, I don't know if I left enough room here, but, anyway, what would you suggest on the places that don't have the track? For example, here. Should I have uneven ground coming down? That's going to give me some trouble with my structures, though. That's what I worry about, is taken away from the structures if I were to mess with that at all. Well, I'd like to slope them down, kind of, but I'm going to give up too much real estate if I do. If you see what I mean. This is where the outpost will go up here. I just had an idea. That's dangerous. I could record doing work like this with a different computer. And then I could do a long form. I guess I could download the live stream and then do one, but that's such a pain. The residential could be sloped. Alright, which side's the residential? Over here. Alright. If I got any plaster left, I come over here and got into another project. We'll see. But I hear what you're saying. It's almost gonna look like this place got cut out of a quarry or something. get my flat piece in a minute. Whew. I am ready for a break. Oh wait, no, nothing's supposed to come through there, is it? I thought I messed up. No, I don't think nothing's supposed to come through there. Hold on, Gracie, I'm almost done. I can't have Avery playing outside and Gracie outside at the same time because I can't leave the glass door unlocked for Avery to get back in with Gracie out, because Gracie, if it's unlocked, Gracie can get out and go play with the neighborhood kids, which she wants to do, but I don't want her to do. I want to model a little drive up here. There it is. Take my flat piece. Yeah, so you got some flat ground there, John. Here we go. Alright, switches. Alright, so I guess we would come out I don't know exactly. You go either way, but I'm gonna have to have a little bridge piece here. This is for the road. Bridge piece here for the train tracks. Comes over, back down, under, and keeps making a loop. And so we're gonna spend a few days and let this dry and work on some ideas. We're gonna be taking some pictures of this thing and kind of brainstorming for ideas on scenery. I would appreciate it if any of you loved ones would do the same. Kind of a nice porky pig. Kind of a nice plan. I'd like a nice, a plan that makes sense. What I was thinking, and I might want to go back to the other view. What I was thinking, but it is definitely subject to change, would be residential. Maybe even just like residential through here. Could have some light commercial in here, and then have more and some industrial stuff over here. Which I don't have a lot of industrial stuff. I'm going to try to use what models I have already so I don't have to go to design anything new. But I am not totally opposed to designing something new. But we will be trying to fit any and all the models I have in Z-scale on here. And it'll make for a nice, easy to carry around advertisement. I can put probably 15, well, maybe 12 of my models reasonably on here. And be a walking advertisement. I can just take it somewhere, hook up the train. You got the train to attract people. And then you start talking about the buildings. And if they like my buildings in Z-scale, they're going to love them in N or HO or S or O. Anyway, I want to thank y'all very much for watching today. I hope that y'all have a Merry Christmas. Are there any streams tonight for Christmas or holiday or anything going on? Folks getting together to have fun and enjoy each other's company right on Christmas Eve. I could render a video and do a premiere tonight. That would be about it. I think I'm streamed out. Pretty much covered that for today. Thank you, Kyle. I appreciate you. Yeah, we're going to give this a few days to dry, and then we'll get back in. This was just, tons of work left. We got trees and buildings and automobiles, and if possible, we're gonna try to make it no people. I'm not gonna mess with people. I don't think, cause I don't know. John, could you paint a person in Z-scale? I can't. Well, my mama's gonna be here, I think, and so I'm not going to be streaming. I don't know that she would want to do that. Unless we streamed our Wild Wild Taco card game. Anyway, I will wish y'all all a Merry Christmas. If you're watching on replay, don't forget to subscribe. Click the bell icon. Share this with your other mindful friends. Merry Christmas to each and every one of y'all. We're going to let this dry and come back in. I will see y'all tonight if I don't see you tomorrow, unless you're not going to be back on YouTube until after Christmas. If so, Merry Christmas to you. Y'all have a good afternoon. And I hope to see y'all this evening. Bye-bye. So John, I think I can go to YouTube and end stream on that, and it's safe to do that. But I think if I end the OBS stream right now, I'll cut everybody off. So I'm going to try to end the YouTube stream and then the OBS stream, and we'll see if that works. Kyle, you have a Merry Christmas, man. Thank you for it's good to see you. Bye, John. Anybody else in there still, I appreciate y'all. Lee, thanks for joining us earlier. Bye-bye.